Welcome. It's Meditation Monday. It's also Memorial Day. It's also my dad's birthday. So we're just landing here. And kind of the theme, the thing that came up today for me was stagnation and like distributing energy in a different way and moving and things like that. Which is interesting because when you meditate, usually it's all about stillness. So today I just kind of wanted to take a little bit of extra time to notice the body in this situation. So noticing what it takes to get still. Sometimes there's a lot of energy in your body. Sometimes you don't even notice that there's a lot of energy going on, right? Maybe you don't feel energetic, but there's still some energy in your body that's stagnant that isn't getting out, right? So today we're going to sit for a few minutes and move a little bit. So I want you to take, rather than immediately try to find stillness, maybe take the legs out long, maybe take the arms out and up, and just find a few movements. Maybe it's side to side twists, maybe it's shoulder rolls, right? Maybe you just take your hands together, you can roll the wrists around, and just move some energy around, right? So whatever that may mean, and if you're in a way that you can move, right? It doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter what you move, doesn't matter how you move it. We're not specifically doing anything, not trying to get any poses or anything like that. You're just moving the body so that if you feel like there's any energy stuck anywhere, we're trying to move it around. So you can bend knees and find you can flex the feet, maybe rotating the ankles. Crack your knuckles, you can move your neck, and just find some movement here that maybe feels some energy moving throughout the body. So it doesn't have to be anything more than simple movements. And notice what you notice as you move, right? Does anything feel or come up as you find movement here, right? You can lean forward. If you're on a chair, find that you can lift your knees or take the legs out. Just find some gentle moves. Stretch the arms. And then once you feel like you've sufficiently moved energy throughout the body, start to slowly come to stillness. And notice if that means finding the breath first, right? So sometimes you're just breathing quick, you're not noticing where your breath is at, you're moving, and in that case, sometimes energy just keeps going. To start noticing a slowdown or a stillness, start to notice the breath. Notice how it already feels. Notice where in your body you feel it, right? So if you've already been moving around, you could put your hands in different parts, maybe the ribs, maybe the chest, maybe the back, or you could put your hands in your back. You could feel the sides of your body. Breathe into it. And as you exhale, you'll notice there's a kind of release or a softening of the body. As you inhale, maybe that's an expansion, right? Where you feel parts of the torso expanding outward. And as you exhale, notice your shoulders soften. Notice your knees, right? The hips, the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists. And as we start to bring it down into a stillness, noticing the breath as we do that, we start to elongate the breath, right? You want the inhales to be nice and complete and full, so that means breathing in with a bit more energy and pushing to a point where you feel that you can breathe it maybe a little bit more, and you try to find space to bring that in. And then as you exhale, completely. Exhale it all the way out. Feel if you still have a little bit of air in there and get rid of it even more. And then your body will be craving that oxygen, and you just breathe in deeply again. Softening wherever you can to find space again, moving if you need to. We're finding movement here today. And then exhale it out. Noticing now things start to slow down. Energy starts to disperse through the body, maybe finding more spaces to find that it can go. And start to slow it down and find stillness, right? So now we moved, and then we're coming back into that state where now that I've gotten some of that energy out, I could start to notice how my body feels when I don't move, right? Is there anything that arises, any feelings, any thoughts, any sensations? And then we'll just try to start bringing the breath to even longer. So what I'm going to do is encourage you to breathe in for a count of maybe 4 or 5. Find a gentle hold at the top, soften, and then exhale it out for maybe 5, maybe 6, maybe even 7. And then just try to play with that. If you can breathe in for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, gentle hold at the top, comfortably. Don't be holding, but soften in that breath hold. And then exhale. Try to get to 8. Notice 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 4. Hold at the top. Feel yourself just being there with your breath in stillness. Soften somewhere in the heart space. And then exhale it out for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. Soften somewhere. Ribs, belly, chest. Exhale it out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep it going. Inhale. Hold. Soften. And then exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 more rounds. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Softly, gently release something. Even in the holds, try not to be tight and tense. And then exhale it out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more rounds on your own. Just breathing in. Holding. Exhale, exhale. Last round. And then just breathe normally. Breathe in, breathe out. Let go of counting, let go of timing. No holds, just in and out. Notice if it's already a little bit longer than when you first started. Maybe start to close the eyes down and allow yourself to feel the sensation, if you haven't already, of just breathing in, breathing out. And then start to just allow the breath to happen naturally. Allow yourself to sit comfortably. If discomfort arises and you need to move, you can. See if you can just allow yourself to be as you are without changing anything, without trying to alter, fix. And you just keep watching the breath. You keep noticing where you feel maybe energy. Maybe it's where you feel the breath expand. When you exhale, you notice what maybe releases. Is there any part of the body that maybe feels a release of tension? And then in this stillness, things will start to arise, right? Thoughts, feelings, whatever it may be, it's the same as your breath. It's the same as that energy. It's there. Maybe it's stagnant. Maybe you have a thought that just keeps coming up. It's repetitive, just same over and over, right? It's stuck. Move it, right? Maybe it means moving it somewhere else. It's a matter of just taking something in this stuck place, stuck in some sort of mud, some sort of gunk, and you're just trying to allow it to move on. So when the pain or the discomfort arises, you move your body in a way that maybe releases some of that stagnation or that tension. It can work the same with the breath, right? Wherever the breath isn't moving, you can try to focus it there and breathe in a little bit deeper. The thought arises, you can allow it to happen, you think it, and then you let it go, right? You don't need to change anything. My bunny is here. She wants to meditate too. And just notice what happens. You take moments to breathe and be still and be silent, to notice the energy in your body, whether it's moving or not. And you just keep softening to it, whatever it is, right? Noticing more and more, whatever that is. And greet it with a kindness, right? Rather than thinking that something needs to be what you want it to be, sometimes it's just allowing it to be what it is. And the next one, next time you inhale like your whole body is like a balloon, right? It's expanding outward. And then you kind of tie the balloon and then you just let it float away. As you exhale, you stay in your body, but whatever was in the balloon, you let it go. As you exhale, you're just here, noticing what you're doing. You're feeling your body in space. You're noticing your hips, your shoulders. Do it 2 more times. Again, you can put whatever you want in that balloon. Thoughts, feelings, feel anything. Breathe in, fill it up. Little knot. As it floats away, you exhale and stay right here. Just try it one more time. Let that sit in something. As it goes in the balloon, you tie it off and it flows up, and then you exhale, you stay here, right? There's this letting go of something. And then you just come back to the breath in the body. Go back to the feelings, right? Maybe you start to open the eyes if they were closed, and you just let light hit your eyes. You just take in wherever you are, just notice what's around you. Notice what you hear. Notice if there's any smell or taste, right? Use your senses. What's the temperature of the air in the room, or wherever you're at? Feel that on your skin. And allow yourself to just stay in that state where the senses are working, you're absorbing information, it's happening. You don't need to identify with it, you don't need to label it, you don't need to figure it out. Just simply enjoying sitting and being as you are, right here, right now. Then you can find that movement. If you were still, now find some of that movement again and notice if there was anything still stuck, you can move it here. Notice that you're not anchored anywhere, that you still can find some sensations of movement. And then you just take a moment to just thank yourself for arriving, for trying to be with your mind and body and energy and breath and all of that for just a short period of time. I try to do this every Monday. You can do it whatever day of the week you want, whatever works for you in your schedule. And if you notice any change and difference, if you do this once a week, twice a week, every day, that'd be great, right? Because you take a moment to notice where you're at, how you feel, and then when you go forward into the next moment and the tasks that you must do and the days ahead, hopefully there's more of a sense of awareness that helps you. So thank you. Hope you have a good rest of your meditation Monday, Memorial Day, and days outside maybe. The weather's been nice where I'm at. Hope it's nice for you too. Have a good